Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bears Gaming and Movies channel. Today is the June 2023 monthly video. It took some time for me to make this video because I was busy and I have problems with my equipment for making recordings. And yeah, I'm gonna have my video on today because it's very cold here where I live in South Africa. It's the first time it snowed in 16 years. 16 years, sorry. Yeah, it's a very cool day today, but still, we go on. So let's get into this ranking of today's June 2023 monthly videos. There are some new movies, and yeah, so let's get into it. Last place and 20th is going to be The Samaritan. This was a very disappointing movie. I have heard things about this being bad, but my father insisted we watch. So we watched it and it was really bad, very predictable movie. Yeah, it's yeah, bad. Number 19, we have Wet Hot American Summer. I've never heard of this movie before, and big stars like um, Bradley Cooper plays in this movie, and Paul Rudd and a few others. This is a this is a very weird movie. It's funny, it's stupid. If you want to watch something funny and stupid, go watch this. It's still okay. Some weird stuff happens in this movie. It's still enjoyable enough. So yeah. Number 18 is going to be Minions. I don't like this movie compared to Despicable Me, number 2, and the rest of the Illumination films. It's not satisfying to watch the three main characters in this film. It really is not. Number 17, Batman Returns. I've watched the two Batman movies of Michael Keaton in preparation for The Flash. I've never watched them before. Um, so, yeah. Batman Returns, I don't think it's as good as the first one. Some things just miss. The penguin thing, not a big fan of how they handled that. Um, yeah, it's okay. It's a very average superhero movie. So, yeah. Just so you know, Batman onwards are all 5 and above. The rest was below. I'll let you know when we get into the top of the 10 out of 10 movies. So let's go on. Number 16, The Secret Life of Pets. Now, this is a fun movie. I remember it, watching it when it came out, but never watching it again. So I didn't remember much of this movie, but it was funny, heartwarming. It's about pets living their lives secretly. Sorry, the wind just picked up a little bit. Sorry for that interruption. My sister called me because it starts snowing heavily again. It's the first time seeing snow in real life, so it's something special for her. And yeah, it's not a very common thing. Like I said, 15 years ago, it's 15, 16 years ago is the last time it snowed here. But let's continue. The Secret Life of Pets, I think. It was a very fun movie. It's enjoyable. Some things are funny, and yeah. Number 15, Justice League and Ruby Superheroes and Huntsmen Part 1. I don't know anything about the Ruby series. I know it exists because of Popcross Studios. If you don't watch his videos, go give him a subscribe because he does awesome videos. And yeah, it was a very interesting look into this series, and the Justice League and the Ruby team, they really connect. It's a very satisfying movie to watch, even though I don't know anything about the Ruby people. Yeah, the only downside is this is only part 1, but going watch it is very good. I think that doesn't end on a cliffhanger, so I'm not sure where they are going to take this in the next film. But this is one of I really want to see part 2, so it done the job. I really liked it. Yeah. Scream 4. Scream 4 is probably one of my less favorite Scream movies. I did make a ranking of all Scream movies. If you haven't watched that video, please go and watch it. Yeah, I don't like this one because it focuses on the same characters again, the main character of the first 3 movies, and then her niece comes into the movie. I think the kills and the mystery behind who the killer is very good. So one of the best characters in the series appear, and that's Kirby. She's cool. And yeah, it's a very fun movie, probably one of my favorite Scream movies, but Scream is an awesome series. Number 13, one of the new movies this year, Fast X. I'm a really, really big Fast and Furious fan. I have a second channel just about motorsport, mostly F1, if you like that kinds of things. Diamond Racing is the name. And I grew up loving Paul Walker. When he passed, it was devastating to me. So to put this movie P13 in 13th place, it's hard, but I think it's justified. It's a very entertaining movie. I watch Fast and Furious because the big actions, unrealistic things, that's what they became. It's fine with me. I'm a diehard fan. I'm okay with that. Some things just annoys me. I don't know, this is going to be a part 1, it in a cliffhanger, and we have to wait like 2 years before the next one comes out. I don't know. The ending bothers me. Yeah. I don't want to spoil it, but someone comes back and I'm not really happy about the way they handle it. So yeah. But I am looking forward for the second part. So yeah. Number 12, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. This was a very fun superhero movie. Not one of the best of the year, but some of the superhero movies this year hasn't been that good. Same as Fast and Furious or Fast X. The ending annoyed me a little bit. You know what I mean by the fake out. I'm just gonna put it there. The rest of the movie was fine. Not as good as the first one. I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. But it's still fun, still good. Some things are funny. The new characters are okay. Yeah, it's just an okay movie. Number 11, Scream 2020. Now this one is an improvement on Scream 4 in my opinion. This one feels a lot like Scream 1. They introduced new characters, bring some, not all. No, they bring all of the old cast back. I love the new characters they introduce, the new friend group. I think it was very interesting seeing a new group handling what happened to everyone that that has been killed. But they kill one of my favorite characters in this movie, and the ending I thought was a little predictable, but yeah, it is what it is, and it was still a good movie. Scream is a very good series. Number 10 is going to be Super Mario Bros. Movie. Not so long ago, I bought myself a Nintendo, and I've played Mario on it. It's the first game I've finished on Nintendo, and it was super fun. So I was excited to watch this movie, and it didn't disappoint. I'm not a long or hardcore Mario fan. Everyone knows who Mario is, and I think they did the game justice with the stuff they had. Let's just put it that way. It was a very fun movie. I think very enjoyable, funny, good. I think it's a really good movie. I wish they would make a Mario or Smash Bros. Universe. It would be so cool. But, you know, you can't do everything. Can't get everything. Number 9 is Batman 89. Like I said in the previous one, I've watched this movie in preparation for The Flash, and I'm very glad I watched this film. This was much better than the second one, and it was a very good Batman for its time. Watching it back, the action is not as good as it is because it is an old movie, and the acting a little bit weird, but it's still so cool to see a Batman like this, not so serious and dark, a more old-timey Batman. You know, it's cool, it's fun seeing Batman, and Michael Keaton as Batman was very good. So yeah. Number 8, Avatar: The Way of Water. Now, I've never been a fan of the Avatar series. I think it's cool. The visual effects James Cameron has accomplished, very entertaining. I think Avatar: The Way of Water is better than number 1 in my opinion. It has more heart, emotion, and I think the story is a little bit better. But it's basically like number 1, a fish out of water, but this time it's people in water. You know, it's still a very good movie. I love all the action set pieces of this film. It's just a little bit too long for me. Me and my girlfriend watched this in cinema when we were at the Sea last year, and we both loved it. It's a very good movie. It's still a 9 out of 10 for me, but yeah, it's still good, but just not that good in my opinion. Number 7, and now we're getting to the 10 out of 10 movies of this month. Number 7 is Scream 6. One of my favorite Scream movies. So the fake out in the beginning, I love the cool opening of this one. The characters once again, and the ending, it caught me off guard. And it feels like they tried to do a full circle story with the first killer and then this killer at the end. And now I'm talking about the daughter. It really felt like a full circle. The last kill in this universe was made with the knife that made all the kills in the first movie. I like things like that, making it full circle, very good. I like the motivation for killing all the people. It's not because of I want to, or for the stigma of films and sequels and doing a remake of. I'm glad it was a revenge story. It wasn't a weird one like number 2 where they want to do a sequel to Stab. So yeah, it's still entertaining. It's very fun. I love this so much. I think it's a close between this one and number 1 of Scream 1. So yeah. Number 6, John Wick Chapter 4. Now, my uncle visited from far away and he wanted to watch this movie. I haven't watched John Wick 2 and 3 yet. I don't know why. I don't think I had the opportunity yet because last year was a little bit busy and the channel and everything. I've watched other movies for the channel, not yet movies I want to watch. So it was probably one of my biggest mistakes because John Wick Chapter 4 was so good. I don't even have to watch number 2 and 3 to understand what's going on or to feel like it's less enjoyable and entertaining. But still, I wish I did watch number 2 and 3. It would be probably high on this list if I did. But still, that was so good. I love this movie so much. John Wick's a badass, and it's the end of the John Wick series. I think it was awesome. Wish I'd watched number 2 and 3. Number 5, and this was one of my biggest shocks ever, is Arrival or The Arrival. Now, I've watched this movie for a video that's coming up hopefully in the upcoming week. I didn't want to watch this movie. I've never heard anything really about it except on TikTok someone said it was a good movie, I went into it. It was just me and my sister, home alone, and I watched it in the dark. And I don't think it was going to be scary or anything, but damn, this was a good movie. I was so invested in this film, and then the end came, and I was like, "What? That was such a good movie." I enjoyed it so much. It was one of the biggest shocks in cinema, like ever, because I never thought I was going to enjoy a movie about aliens trying to learn languages, but it was so good, and the twist at the end was so good. This is just such a good movie, and it would be probably one of my favorite movies like ever. But then I've watched more movies this month, but still, this was such an awesome surprise, and I loved it so much. Number 4, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, yeah, I watched this movie the night before I went to watch Across the Spider-Verse with my girlfriend, and I really forgot how good this movie is. I was one of the people that think it was a little bit overrated because I didn't watch it in cinema. I didn't have the opportunity. The first time I watched this film was on my phone in school. And it was still cool, and I loved it so much. But I think as time went on, I didn't watch it again. But I'm so glad I've had the opportunity to watch Across the Spider-Verse in cinema. But Into the Spider-Verse is so good still. I love it so much. It's such an awesome Spider-Man movie. Probably now my second favorite Spider-Man movie. Or one of the, I think third favorite maybe. I'm not sure. Something in my eye, sorry. Yeah. But this was such an awesome surprise. And yeah, this was so good. It's still so near the heart to me. But yeah, let's get to our top three. Third place, The Flash. Now, I am probably the biggest Flash fan. Flash fan. Sorry, my English is not too good. He's my favorite superhero ever, and I've waited so long for the movie. The series, the CW series, it was so good until it wasn't. And I was just so desperate for something good with the Flash in. The Snyder cut of the Justice League, that was where I started to love Ezra Miller's The Flash, but then everything with the Miller saga of all the shit he's done, even though I don't like the guy, I was still prepared to go watch The Flash because a movie doesn't need to be rated of something an actor did behind the scenes. And the Flash movie has got its criticism because of the CGI. I understand why, but it would be so hard to do the CGI correct and so much of it. And it's still a freaking good movie. I love this movie so much. I don't know if it's recency bias, but I love this movie. I love the arc Flash goes through from the beginning to the end, the new characters that is introduced, and what Flash learned in this universe. I wish they were more direct with the new DCU that comes, if they were going to end it like that, because I think people are confused at the ending of this movie. But this was so good. I still love it so much. Ezra Miller, I had to say, did a great job as the Flash. I really hope they recast him because there's a lot of people that can do the Flash better. But I love the Flash, and I think it deserves more love. The movie itself, not the story behind it. Number 2 is going to be How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World. I'm a big How to Train Your Dragon fan. Yeah. Number 1, 2, and 3 are all very good. Sorry for pausing the video. My dog wanted to get in the room. Yeah, this is probably I don't think it's my favorite. I think I'm not sure. I think all three are perfect films, but the ending of this one, it's so, in a sense, heartbreaking and heartwarming. I don't know, at the same time. It's hard to explain, but the ending is just so good. I love this movie so much, and it's a very good movie. What can you say? I love the How to Train Your Dragon series. Sorry, I had a brain fart for a moment. But yeah, let's get to number one, and of course, it's going to be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Everybody has already said how they feel about this movie. This is such an awesome movie. I wanted to watch it twice in cinema. Yeah, it's just so good. I love this movie so much, and I can't believe the only thing I hate about this movie is how long I have to wait to watch the second one, the part two, because of cliffhanger. Just, my girlfriend didn't know there was going to be a cliffhanger. She was just like, what the yeah, you know. So yeah, that is my number one, and it's very easy because the whole story about Miles, Miguel, Gwen, everything about this movie was just so perfect. In the Spider-Man film also, I love all the references from all the other Spider-Mans. The Spectacular Spider-Man also, it was very good. So my dog's busy right now. So yeah, he wants to say hi. Say hi. I'm busy. So yeah, that's why Across the Spider-Verse is my favorite. And yeah, a lot of these things is heartbreaking in this film, and that's why it's so good. But yeah, that's my 20 movies I've watched this month, the most I've watched yet. And the average is going to be a 7.55. I was surprised at how low this one was. But then I remember I've watched a few not so good movies. But yeah, I hope you liked this video. Like and subscribe, please. And let me know your ranking of these films in the comment section down below. And while you're there, please subscribe and leave a like on the video. And I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.